Cindy LISICA, good afternoon, good evening, good morning.
Hello,
what is it? I don't know,
Brian.
it's bright in here.
Yeah.
But we are here in your lovely Revision Space Gallery
Yes.
in Lawrenceville. It really is a gem in the crown of everything that's going on here.
Thank you.
And you are director and owner of this gallery.
Correct.
So what inspired you to open an art gallery?
Well, it's something that I've wanted to do throughout my life. I've worked in galleries and museums and other art institutions, and I've always kind of kept a catalog of ideas of curated exhibitions in my head, and I've done some curatorial projects in the past as I've moved about the planet. And when I returned to Pittsburgh a few years ago after almost a decade away, I came back to a really exciting city and a lot of opportunities, and one of them was finding this space, and I really wanted to convert it into a gallery. It was a really kind of empty, unused, abandoned space, really, that it's there's an owner. There have been previous businesses. I think I found evidence upon renovating it that it used to be a bar, probably in the 80s, judging by the haircuts in the photo that I found under the under the furniture. But so it was really even the name of it, Revision Space, was something that I've had the domain name for it for quite a long time, for many years, with the idea that one day I would return to Pittsburgh and open a gallery. So,
wow, so
everything kind of came into place. Yeah.
Cooking for a long time then.
Mm-hmm.
So as a curator, do you feel that the artists that you find dictate the theme of a show, or the theme of the show dictates the artists that you seek out?
It's a little bit of both. I suppose it depends on the show. For example, the show that we're in right now is a group show, so there are multiple voices. There are 5 artists actually, and from a couple of locals and a couple of artists that are from national and even international areas, such as Barbara Smith behind us is from France. And so this is a very thematic show with a skull theme. The solo exhibitions are probably more dictated by once an artist is selected, then they're selected because their work is great, and that they have a studio practice, that they're producing work, and they're very serious about their work, and then we can really kind of select right out of the studio. Sure. and give a presentation. Yeah, it's a really great neighborhood, and there's a great art scene here. There are independent businesses and great new cafes and restaurants, and but it's also a very established neighborhood where there's a great mix of people here, and so there's a lot of excitement about what's to come, and I'm in the Upper Lawrenceville area, so there's a lot kind of more happening in Lower Lawrenceville, and so I'm trying to...
So that's technically what this is, because Lawrenceville, it's that whole Butler Street strip, so this is technically considered Upper Lawrenceville.
Yes.
And then everything down closer to town is Lower Lawrenceville. Oh, we need to come up with a new name. I think to say lower makes it sound like it's...
There's Lola and Upla.
What? Is that the nickname
we're in
for it?
Upla right
I'm
now.
getting the
Upla.
Lawrenceville slang here, the Lawrenceville lingo. I really feel a part of this scene now. What do you consider to be the attributes of a successful exhibition?
Well, I think that showing, of course, the artists in a really great light, and kind of having an overall view that is clear, a focused presentation that really actually has an impact on people, when they walk in and they get into it. What I love is seeing visitors really engaged in the work, and every piece, and kind of and also asking questions, and creating a dialogue is really important as well. And I know that people come to art in different ways. So some people have a more kind of personal, maybe quiet experience with it, and some people really want to ask a ton of questions and get to know what the artist is about or what the show is about or what's the message, and let's talk about it, and this makes me think of this. And so there's so many different ways for people to relate, and I don't think there's any one way to kind of push it, but so if the show is exciting and presented well, then it's going to get people to react to it in whichever way that they feel.
So you've really got to keep your audience in mind, I suppose, and that's challenging because everybody's got different tastes.
Yes, that's
like
true.
If I was putting together a show, I might love dogs playing poker, but not everybody might be into that. So to what degree is it what you like, and then really trying to put something together that you think will appeal publicly? Is it a synthesis of those two, or one or the other?
I think it's a synthesis. Of course, I'm showing what I like. But there's a lot of different ways to consider, what one likes, and taste is, of course, it's very particular to each person. But I don't only show one particular medium, or I don't limit the medium. But maybe the audience can, especially collectors or just people that are, maybe some people prefer painting, or some people prefer photography or ceramics, or something very specific. The next show is Terry Boyd, and it will be a solo show. He's also a CMU graduate, and he has a studio nearby at Radiant Hall, which is also in Lawrenceville. And he has been working on these incredible embroidery pieces. And he's coming from a drawing and painting backgrounds, and he also will have some drawings, line drawings, and he's even doing something very, very unique and edgy for the opening. There will be a tattoo artist available here to provide free tattoos of Terry Boyd's artwork.
Wow.
Some drawings, and you will get a certificate of authenticity.
That's awesome.
If you want to do it.
That is really cool. So you can have this art. It's like if you like that piece of his hanging on the wall, you could purchase it and take it home, or you could have it permanently etched on your person and go home with it that way. That is so neat.
Thank you.
I have a Velvet Elvis painting. Are you interested? So, but watch, I'll go into Tamari and be like, hey, how's things in Lola? And they'll be like, what? So, the next time we're down at Tamari for happy hour, can we just kind of stroll in and pay you a visit and see what's going on the walls here?
Of course, please. Yes. Coming to winter, there's a cookie tour.
So we can come here and get a cookie on that day. Do you know what kind of cookies you're going to have?
No, I don't know yet, actually.
Call me, let me know.
Okay.
Because I need to bring a really
I'll
big
save some in advance for you.
bag. I like to hear that.